Today we're going to make some delicious tomato soup and grilled cheeses. You'll need butter, 56 ounces of crushed tomatoes, 3 cups of chopped yellow onions, 2 cups of chicken broth, 3 garlic cloves, 1 tablespoon of sugar, a 1/4 cup of chopped fresh basil, 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream, 1/3 of a cup of freshly grated parmesan, salt and pepper. You'll need a little extra basil and parmesan to put on top after we're finished. For the sandwiches, you'll need bread. I'm using sourdough. Cheese, I'm using cheddar, butter, and bacon, but that's optional. Let's start with the soup. Melt some butter in a pot to saute the onions. Once the butter is melted, put the onions in the pot and saute for a few minutes until they're brown. Once the onions look like this, add in the garlic and saute for about a minute until fragrant. Pour in both cans of tomatoes with their juice and add in the basil, sugar, chicken broth, and some salt and pepper. Stir together, then bring to a boil, then reduce the heat and simmer for about 10 minutes. After about 10 minutes, use an immersion blender to make it less chunky and more creamy. If you don't have an immersion blender, you can use a regular blender or just don't blend it at all if you like chunky soup. Once it's at a consistency you like, add in the Parmesan cheese and heavy cream. Stir until the cheese is melted. Then return to a simmer for just a few minutes. Taste it and season with salt and pepper if needed. Now let's make the grilled cheeses. I'm going to make one with bacon and one without. Chop the bacon, then cook until crispy. You can leave it in strips if you prefer. When the bacon is cooked how you like it, remove it from the pan and set aside. I'm going to use a paper towel to get rid of some of the bacon grease, but not all of it. Then let the pan get warm again if you turned off the heat. Spread some butter on the bread, then put the cheese on it, then put the bacon, and then put another slice on top of the bacon. I'm not putting butter on the outside of the bread since we're cooking it in the bacon grease, but still want some of the flavor from the butter. Add a little salt and pepper. Spread butter on the other slice of bread, then put the butter side on top of the cheese. If you used a lot of cheese before you put the other slice on, put a small splash of water on the side of the pan and cover for less than a minute to help the cheese get melted. Once it's toasted how you like it, flip it over and do the same for the other side. For the one without bacon, melt a little butter in a pan and spread some butter on the bread. And for this one, we're going to put the buttered side of bread on the pan. Add a little salt and pepper and put the other slice on. Once it's toasted how you like it, flip it over and repeat on the other side. Here it is. Add a little parmesan and fresh basil on top of the soup and serve with the grilled cheese. Try it out and let me know what you think. Please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.